Hey everyone. So today I'm going to talk about not going extreme on either side. And it's something I've been diving more into and utilizing in my life a lot. And I wanted to share it, see what everyone else thought. And if there's certain takes on it or ideas that you have, feel free to share them. So basically, we're talking about not going extreme either side. And you can see this a lot in politics. But what I want to do is relate it more to life. So I think about every time a choice comes up or an item or an activity, besides, death and taxes, as they say, nothing is certain or black and white, right? So are we so stuck in our ideas that we're right, or are we thinking about, due to our beliefs, this situation is right? So when you come across a solution or you want to get something done, are you looking at how your competitor or the other side is doing it? And are you learning from them? Or can you show a little empathy and see, okay, this is why they're choosing that, or this is why they believe that? So I think that's super important by not going so extreme. So usually when I, sit down with someone or I talk to someone, it's, a lot of times it comes down to politics. You can see where someone's stuck in their way and they're like, hey, this is right. I don't understand how the other side sees it. And it's just like they're so closed off, where to learn how to have the best solution or open your mind, you actually need to learn about the other side and why they're doing something, or maybe how they're doing a certain thing, or maybe even how they're spinning it. Is it'll open your mind and it'll make you a better person. And I don't really like talking to people that are so stuck in their way on one side and they can't open their mind. So I just wanted to share that. And I think you can relate it to life a lot. So each time something comes up and somebody gives an idea, I like to ask them, like, do you actually think you're right? Or is that just with the given information, you think that's the best choice? And I think that's the best answer to, given, all your options presented and your resources, I'm making this decision. And it might not necessarily be the best way to do something, but, I believe in it. I think it's the right thing, versus somebody that says like, hey, this is the only way to do that. It's not. I've come across so many decisions, and you can think about, I'll relate it to real estate, marketing a property, right? There's a million ways to do it and a million ways to either sell or buy real estate. I think you should own the decision and do it the way you're comfortable with, right? And then if you're making a business decision, there's not always the right way to do it. Like, so many businesses started different ways. And I think when people give tips and saying, hey, this is the way you have to do it, they're not thinking realistically and looking at, okay, there's all these different ways to do something, and there's so many factors that come into play. So, there's always options when you're doing something. And, I think that lowers stress, and you realize like, okay, I made this decision, I'm going to live with it. And I wanted to end it with this. Like, when you decide on something, own it. That helps me a lot. I think I'm very decisive. There is certain times I get stuck, but when I do get stuck, I say, hey, just make the decision and move forward with it. Because there's always going to be trade-offs, no matter what solution or what idea you went with, right? And what I value most is time. I think it's valuable. So if I can cut down on the time or make a decision based on the least amount of time, then I go with that idea. So I hope this helps. I hope it opens up your mind. It's just a short video to say, hey, don't go extreme either way. Try to sit in the middle and learn different things from different choices, and don't be so stuck, because you're really closed-minded and people might be more apt to hold back from you or talk to you about certain things. So hope this helps.